Olympia. Phil Heath, he's never won. And Arnold, he's never won a Mr. Olympia, and he's here tonight trying to change that and rewrite the history books, put his name on that trophy. And, you know, it's interesting because right now there are certain shots that Jay has an advantage. And Chad, I'd love to kind of get your take as these guys go through the 7 compulsories.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, I'm looking at everything from top to bottom, left to right. And Jay definitely has that width, that wow factor. But I'll tell you what, every time I look, I'm drawn right back to Phil. His body just flows almost to perfection. He's, like I said, if he wants to win, he needs to come out and look like a diamond, look finished, look like Mr. Olympia, and he has done every bit of that. There is no doubt about it.
Now, King, when these guys go and they hit their back shots, they're about to go in to the front up, the rear double bicep. And when they hit these shots, it's a real chance for both of them to showcase, you know, their glute development. And unfortunately, when you start to go shoulder to shoulder, again, the polish of Phil Heath really prevails.
Yeah, Jay has that monstrous width. But again, I have to go with the Master Blaster, Mr. Chad Nichols here. Every time they hit a pose, your eyes just directly go over to Phil Heath. He's just on the money. I think we're looking at the new Mr. Olympia.
I'll tell you what, I mean, as much muscle as Jay has through his upper back. And I'll tell you what, I've been one of the guys to criticize Phil for the width. But I'll tell you what, he's filled out his back. And when you see him in his rear double bicep, the lower lat development almost surpasses Jay's overall mass. Even though he may not be as wide, the overall development and the depth of the muscle is unbelievable.
Well, Phil has earned a reputation for his ability to make significant improvements in a pretty short amount of time, which is why we knew with an entire year to prepare that we were going to see considerable improvements on Phil. And the question was, would Jay be able to fend off Phil's furious charge for one more year? And right now it's looking like it's very much in question. And you know, as these guys finish up, you know, King, I'd love to just get sort of a final thought from these guys. Now remember, these are the same 2 guys that were in